Walking down the neon street tonight, everything is shining, feeling so right. We don't need a map to find our way. Spinning in the starlight, we'll never stop. Dancing all night, taking it to the top. This is our world, let's live it loud.
Kosher pickle you got there, Max. I'm gonna keep this short.
Spinning in the starlight, we'll never stop. Dancing all night, taking it to the top. This is our world, let's live it loud.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the All Elite Heat podcast, covering AEW Grand Slam Mexico. The show is still going on, so we're going to do a bit of a watch along for the main event. And then there's Collision after this, but we'll kind of do a recap of the Dynamite show. But how you doing, Bobby?
I'm doing.
Oh, you just muted. There you go.
It's always a timing issue when the intro starts and everything. I'm doing wonderful on this Wednesday night.
Yeah, we missed you, Mad Dog. Sorry, go ahead, Bobby.
I was gonna say, I'm doing wonderful on this Wednesday night. AEW Dynamite.
Perfect. Right now we're watching the main event here. So we've got Ricochet. Well, this is a trios title match. So we've got Ricochet. The Ricochet with Gates of Agony together. They're the Demand, and we've got Hangman with Brodito. So Brody King and Bandito. And this is a really cool main event. Seeing Brody King and or seeing Brodito with Hangman win the trios titles, that would be really cool.
I gotta stop you. This ain't the main event. After this, it's the Mexico City Street Fight. Mark Davis against Will Ospreay.
Oh, that's the main event? I thought they separated it out. Like the main event for Dynamite and then the main event for Collision. You know what I mean?
Oh, I did. They might have.
Or is it all together one show? Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I thought they said this was the main event for Dynamite, though.
No, this is the lineup. AEW Dynamite Grand Slam Mexico. 8 matches total.
Okay, so we just gotta finish to this match. So Brodito and Hangman just won the titles. Which is interesting because the Demand just won the titles last week. If I'm not, what the? Oh well.
Okay, you're probably like a minute ahead. Yeah, you're like a minute ahead of me right now. Yeah, you're like a minute ahead of me right now because the match is still going on my TV.
Dang, just listen, I'm in the future. Forget I said anything. I was just guessing. Dave Meltzer told me the ending. He might not be right.
Well, I just saw the results. You are right. We got new AEW Trios champs and Adam Page and Brodito.
He hit the buckshot there. Yep, there we go. Jeez. In Mexico. That's interesting. So, this is the second time that Hangman Adam Page is a trios champion. It's escaping me who he was trios champ with before. I'm trying to see.
The conglomeration.
Oh, that's right. It was a conglomeration. He was trios champ before with them. And I think this is the first time that Brodito is holding those trios championships. But they're former tag team champions, so. Oh, they're doing the Macarena. Nice. I like this team. I like them together.
I do too.
Faces, yeah.
And I'm always curious when AEW comes to Mexico, what arena are they in?
Arena Mexico.
When they do the Grand Slam Mexico.
Arena Mexico. The CMLL.
Oh,
one.
nice.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so it says Dynamite is in. They're in Mexico City. I think. District Federal, something like that. But yeah, they're in Arena Mexico tonight, the same arena that CMLL runs out of. They sell it out all the time, every year. That promotion is super hot right now. and they have a partnership with AEW. So good stuff. AEW Grand Slam Mexico. They always show out for this kind of event. But
Oh,
let's
most definitely.
Let's circle back now to like the beginning of the show when it started at 8. So they opened the show with actually another multi-man tag match. So we had Adam Copeland and Christian Cage with the Young Bucks. They're going to take on the Death Riders. More specifically, they took on Daniel Garcia, John Moxley, Pac, Wheeler, Yuta. They basically it's AEW style. It's gang warfare. They came out the show just brawling with each other. It was kind of pandemonium until the match officially finally started. In the end, the Death Riders did win, and we know that the Young Bucks and Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, we know that they're actually going to be facing each other at some point. But right now they were teaming together and it didn't work out. They got the loss, which makes sense. They're not a faction. The Death Riders are a faction. They're used to teaming together. I think it's worth noting that it was Adam Copeland that took the pin. I think that's interesting. But what say you, Bobby?
Really good 8-man tag team match to start off Grand Slam Mexico tonight. Back and forth and everything. There was an interaction outside the ring with Christian Cage and Maria Schaefer. I thought that was really interesting. But other than that, Hope and Cage and Young Bucks picked up the win over the Death Riders.
Yeah, Marina Shafir. That was that was a good interaction. And then so after that, we did also reminder that at All In, it's going to be Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. They show a video package for that, and that is referenced by a certain someone later in the night. We'll get to that when he comes up, but regardless, we'll move on to the next match. This next match is going to be Andrade El Idolo, Commander, and Tommaso Ciampa. They're competing for the number 1 entry into the Casino Gauntlet match at All In. So the winner is going to be able to enter that match first. And Andrade got the pinfall, and afterward, he said that even though he's the AEW National Champion, he wants to be a double champion. He wants to win the Gauntlet match, and he wants to secure the AEW World title so he can be a double champion. And he's like, if you think I can't do it, then how you know? Enter that person.
How you know?
How do you know? That is true. You know what points were made. How would we know? Enter that person I mentioned earlier, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. That's MJF. So he basically comes out. He attacks Andrade. He has a Dynamite Diamond ring, and he has a copy of the AEW World Championship. He hits Andrade over the head with it. He gets on the mic. He basically says that he should still be the champion. He is the champion. Kenny Omega's a fraud. The main event at All In is a fake match, and he's going to be in a match next week to be the second entrant into the Casino Gauntlet match so that he can reclaim the AEW World title because he's still the champion and he should be acknowledged. Basically, he's saying that, he was able to, like, if if there wasn't interference in the match, then he would still be the champion. So technically in his mind, Will Ospreay is like cost him the match and he should still be the champion. That's essentially his mojo. So MJF is back and he's still trying to get the world championship back. What say you, Bobby?
Yeah, it was only going to be a matter of time before MJF was going to come back anyway. And eventually he did tonight. He got back his Dynamite Diamond ring, attacked Andrade. As you said, he got on the mic and still has his Triple B AEW World Heavyweight Championship belt. Yeah, like you said, he made this claim that he's going to win next week's Casino Gauntlet match to be the number 2 entrant in it for Wembley. Typical MJF heel promo, going off on the crowd like always.
Of course. He's obsessed with the title, so whenever he comes back, he's straight to he's not playing around with blood feuds as much as he used to. Whenever MJF is back in the ring, he's trying to win the championship point blank period. So we know he's all about the Triple B, so we'll see what happens there. The women's Triple B, the women's world champion, Willow Nightingale, she's going to defend her title against Mercedes Moné at All In. So they did show a package for that, and we're gonna see them in the next match. They are actually going to be competing in a tag team match. So we have Willow Nightingale. She's going to be teaming with the Brawling Birds. Alex Winder, Jamie Hayter. And then we know that Mercedes Moné has a connection with Divine Dominion. They kind of have enemies in common. We know the Brawling Birds and Divine Dominion, they don't get along. We saw that last week. Whenever they have a chance to get their hands on each other, they're going to. So this is a MJF suck, boo. Hi. Hi to you too, Charmaine. Okay. We know that Willow and Mercedes are gonna get their hands on each other one on one, but now that's it. You know, it's a tag team match, but it's interesting because we did get to see Willow pin Mercedes Moné in this match. So the baby faces won. The champion did win, and she did pin her challenger. But which is you usually don't really see that ahead of the pay-per-view. Usually they don't do that. CEO suck. Who doesn't suck? Who do you like, Charmaine? Who is it? Who are you
Yeah,
positive
yeah,
about?
Charmaine. Who? Well, I gotta agree with her. I gotta
Well, I
agree.
was gonna say you're gonna be positive about the end of this match because you're not you don't believe in the CEO. So how did you feel about her
No, I
losing here?
don't. No, I don't. You know me like a book, Sheriff. You know me like a book. I'm just saying. But it is in to piggyback off what you just said a few minutes ago. We are 25 days away from All in Wembley. Uh, usually, usually as it gets close to a pay per view, normally with AEW, when a champion pins a challenger, usually that's usually a bad sign that the champion is going to lose the title.
Exactly.
Usually in a promotion, but again, we're
With
going to have
AEW,
our all in. We're going to have our all in predictions here at pretty soon in the next several weeks before the pay per view startup. So I'm gonna save my predictions for that title match, but you already know who I'm picking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and predict. I'm taking Willow. Willow's gonna retain the title.
So Bobby wants to keep his prediction under wraps for now. I feel that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Speaking of champions, so we have another champion defending their title, Kyle Fletcher, the AEW International Champion. We know Speedball Mike Bailey. He did win the ladder match to get the number one contender shot for the title. So they had this match here, and of course, as the Don Callis family would have it, we got to see a lot of the family members kind of come out during this I guess back and forth. Naturally, Fletcher did retain the title, which I figured he would. I think he's gonna hold that title until we go to All In, and I do think that they haven't announced it yet, but my guess is that he's gonna be defending that title against Okada at All In. After the match, after he retained, we did get to see Okada come out because Okada's gonna be actually in the next match, but he came out a little early because Don Callis family, and they had a little friendly but like unfriendly kind of stare down between the two of them because we know that if there's a championship to be had, Okada wants it. So who knows? Maybe we'll see them compete against each other. But what say you, Bobby?
The feeling that I got, this was a good match. I thought this was match of the night, person so far. I really thought this was the match of the night. Speedball Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher for the AEW International Championship. Knew Kyle Fletcher was going to retain, but did it look like to you when Okada came out a bit early and they were staring down each other? Did it look like to you that again, could there be another dissension in the Don Callis family? It looked like it. I mean,
It's looking that way. They tried
clearly,
to friendly competition.
clearly, clearly, Don Callis needs to pull the troops together.
The coalition is falling apart. AEW needs new. Kenny Omega hasn't been the champion in what, like 2-3 years? Come on, Charmaine. I will be happy to see Moose, Amazing Red. Oh yeah. Same. Eddie Kingston. There's Ortiz. What happened to Scorpio Sky? What happened to Scorpio Sky is a great question. He's kind of been ever since SCU fell apart and American Top Team, he's kind of been just a shadow man. But I think he still works for AEW. It's odd. It's interesting. But
Either AEW or Ring of Honor.
oh yeah, and I think yeah, I was gonna say I think he's been doing work with Ring of Honor, and also I think he's been doing independent work if I'm not mistaken. I think I remember seeing him competing in some like outside shows. But hey, they have my friends wrestling at AEW Dark. I don't think AEW Dark is a thing anymore. But
No,
anyways,
it's not.
speaking of Okada, he's in this next match, so we have the Don Callis family. He's teaming with Hechicero and Kevin Knight, who is an affiliate of the Don Callis family. And they're going to take on Darby Allin, Mystico, and Corazon de Leon. Corazon de Leon. Hopefully that is how you pronounce that. I know you said the last match was last match of the night. I actually liked the very first match, the ones with Cage and Cope. That one was fun. This one was fun too. I liked the spot where Darby Allin, he jumped off the ropes, and he was trying to do like a dive, and then Okada like did a drop kick and like hit him out of midair. I thought that was a really cool spot. Um, and this is a group of people that seem kind of randomly thrown together. The only reason they're kind of the only reason Darby is teamed up with those two is I think it's because it's Arena Mexico, so they're trying to get those wrestlers on the card. And also they have their own. All three of them have their own bones to pick with the Don Callis family, so that's kind of the loose story connection there. But really, this was just like a amalgamation match, so to speak. Um, and oh, sorry, I didn't put that there. And yeah, so we did see the baby faces win. There was a coffin drop to Kevin Knight, and we saw Darby pin Kevin Knight, which is interesting. Does that mean that he's going to get a title shot now because he pinned the champion, the TNT champion? That'll be interesting to see. So what are your thoughts, Bobby?
This is a really good six-man tag. I thought really good. Little tidbit of nugget when Chris Jericho came out to Judas, his ring attire. Did you notice it? Lionheart, back to his days when he wrestled in Mexico City, Mexico. So nice little nugget there. I want to throw in there,
Good,
which was I thought really
Mad
cool.
Dog
Get
would be
up.
very happy that you remembered that.
Did it look like it? Call me
It
crazy, but
was
when
very
Jericho
black.
came
Oh,
out, call me crazy, but when Jericho came out, it looked like he lost a little bit of weight.
oh, so he's actually been on a. Well, first of all, yes, I agree with you. But I mean, it looks like to me, Jericho has been steadily losing weight for like a long time, which is a good thing. I think he's, looking more in shape, looking more fit. Because I think it got to
He's
him
one of the
the Chad
goats.
Jericho memes, they got to him. Ever since then, he's just been gradually bringing down the bringing down the pounds. And good for him. He's working hard. And he's still wrestling semi full time. He's still basically full time with the company. He signed a new long term deal if he expects to be in the ring consistently for the next few years of his life. We know he's up there in age. He's gotta, maintain his shape. So I think he's been working hard in the gym. I can see it. So you're not crazy at all. And yeah, and Mad Dog would be happy you remember that because I completely forgot to even mention. Also, this Saturday they have a tribute of my friend Matt. At House of Glory this Saturday night at Queens. House of Glory, love
Oh,
them,
nice.
great stuff. And Charmaine stays at House of Glory. I always see her whenever I go there. House of Glory is great. And then next match and kind of last match because we retroactively already talked about the Hangman one, but we'll get to that. So we have Chris Statlander versus Persephone. We know that Persephone is a young wrestler they've been building up. She's from CMLL. I think she has a dual contract now with the company. We got to see Thunder Rosa in the crowd. She's also from Hispanic heritage, so we got to see a lot of them be able to, I guess, be represented on this card. A lot of people, besides these two individuals, were involved in this match. We saw Hikaru Shida, we saw Chris Statlander. Um, uh, basically, she took the pinfall. She took the loss. It wasn't a clean loss. We did see Hikaru Shida get involved and basically take her out. Thunder Rosa was kind of there to even the score because we know that she's a baby face, but it didn't really work because when she came out, they kind of got into it, Thunder Rosa and Persephone, and then Chris Statlander, she kind of dives out, and then we saw Hikaru Shida come in, and she took out Statlander with the title. Oh yeah, Persephone is a CML. She's a champion in CMLL. So she cheated. She hit her with the bell, foreign object, and then the referee, he was on the outside because of he was trying to break up the Thunder Rosa thing, and then he got hit. They were both on the floor, and then he was out, and then eventually he crawled back into the ring after they already done beat up Statlander with a belt and whatnot. Persephone crawls over, gets the win in front of the CMLL crowd that she is a champion of, that she's used to. And I think that this was the right decision. This is AEW Grand Slam Mexico. Persephone is not just a CMLL champion, she's not just a CMLL talent, she's an AEW talent as well, a young talent that you want to build up. And these are the moments where you give them to kind of shine. So I liked that. After the match, we got to see the brand new, she has defended her title once, but the brand new TBS champion, um, Maya World, she came out to kind of look over Chris Statlander because the baby faces got to stick together. Hyan was there as well to kind of look over Chris Statlander, but sucks to suck. She took that L. It was not a clean win, but this was a fun match. Fair enough. What say you, Bobby?
This was a really good match, back and forth and everything. The Persephone attacking Thunder Rosa there, and referee got knocked down outside during the match. I knew Hikaru Shida eventually was going to come out there to attack Statlander because of what happened last week on AEW Dynamite. But yeah, Persephone picked up the win here. A really good, pretty good match, I thought.
Yeah. And overall, from because I mean, show is still going on. I'm gonna watch the rest of this after we conclude, but pretty strong show. It's actually it's what I thought it was because when they do these specialty shows, especially when they go outside the states, they give you just wrestling, wrestling, wrestling delight, and they try to lean really, really into the regional talent and the regional I guess style of wrestling that is popular there, and they really play to wherever they are, and so this was a very AEW Grand Slam Mexico show, and so when I grade it kind of in that vein, I thought that this was a show. We had big names in the card, like that first match with the Young Bucks and Cage and Cole teaming together. That's kind of like a dream like scenario. You have the Young Bucks teaming with basically Edge and Christian. That's interesting. Instead of like them facing each other is a dream match, but them teaming together is actually really interesting. We got Darby Allin on the show. We got the TNT champion on the show, Kevin Knight. Even though he did take the L, that kind of sets up future matches for us. We got Brodito. We got Hangman. Pretty much anything you could ask for. They even managed to, even though she wasn't wrestling, we got to see Maya World. I'm really excited for her title reign, and because that's like she's a young talent, a lot of new experiences and new matches, new matchups and stories for her, and I think her ascent recently has been really exciting. So, yeah, I think this was a fun, exciting show. I'm gonna give it an A. What say you, Bobby?
I really, you know what? I'm actually going to give it an A as well. So far, it's been an excellent show and everything, and it's always nice to see when AEW goes over to Mexico City, Mexico for Grand Slam Mexico, that the CMLL, it's always good that the CMLL wrestlers in Mexico are on the AEW Dynamite show every time they come to Mexico City, Mexico. So it's always really good for them to showcase the wrestlers from CMLL.
The local talent, yeah, 100%. Bobby, Chris put money for my Vince Juggernaut Steel. He died. Do you understand this message, Bobby? Because I do not.
Bobby Chris put money for my Vince Juggernaut Steel. he died on my birthday, March. I'm confused by that.
Okay. I was hoping you
You
would.
got to be more specific, Charmaine.
Are you talking about your friend Matt Travis? Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'm about to head back into AEW, and also if something important happens, we will talk about it on the next episode of this. So even though we're not gonna be able to cover the rest of the show, we're not gonna miss anything of the important details. Any closing words, Bobby?
No, not really. Just the main event's still going on right now.
Okay, I'll give closing words, and that is respect your CEO.
No, what? No,
I'll see
no.
you.